It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Midday Show. This is the countdown to the new year, which is Wednesday. So we got 2 shows in it. We're out.
2025.
And then we start all over again. I got to tell you, I can't believe how fast this year went.
I can't believe it's since Christmas how fast it's gone.
Now, they say that the older you get, the faster it goes. That ain't good.
I know.
As we noticed also that President Jimmy Carter passed away yesterday.
100 years old. What a life.
Right. And also, he passed away, and he was a man, he was what they called a peanut president.
Yes.
Because he always told the truth.
No, because he was a peanut farmer, but whatever.
Peanuts don't lie.
Yeah, that's a word you're not allowed to say anyway, but yes.
Don't lie. And then, you know who else died? Alice.
Did she?
Yes. You got a picture of Alice?
Linda
Alice.
Lavin. Yes?
You guys who know this show?
They wouldn't know.
They wouldn't know. Nobody here. They're too young. But that show was hilarious, man.
I wonder how old she was.
72.
I was going
Or
to say, I
73.
didn't think she was that
She
old.
died of cancer of the lungs.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
It's just like this. So you know what? Live life to the fullest, because you never know when he's going to come and call you home.
So I thank you for that uplifting news. But I was watching CBS Sunday Morning yesterday. You know, they do the year in review of all the people that have lost their lives. Incredible lives and talented people, what they've accomplished, making their mark in history, in space, in music, in TV, and movies. So I decided we got to get going. We got things to do. The time is now. We can't wait. No grass growing under our feet like this one over here. You got to go and you got to make your mark and you got to leave your legacy, because if not now, when?
Wow, that sounds like the speech I gave you 10 years ago. No, it was actually 14 years ago, and you said no, and no. It sounds like that. But this is one good news.
I know.
We got more good news over there, because we're going to open up on the west coast of Florida as well.
We got more coming on the 1 o'clock hour.
We got more coming at 1 o'clock hour. We got new shows. We got new networks forming. JoJo, we just got the appointment to go set her up in Melbourne. So we're going not only to open up a studio up there, but we're turning these studios into schools to give more students the opportunity to learn how media works. And look at that bunch of crazy people.
The academies, I love it.
And they're all going to turn into professors, because they're all going to learn to teach what we talk about. We're going to North Miami. We're going to go to the other side. We're going to have our guests going to be talking about the other side as well, because we're going to encompass all of South Florida. But the first lead-off interview is a lady that I am very proud of, because, man, we saw her where she was in the infancy stage. She was an amoeba, not even a cell yet.
A young single mom making her mark in life and raising her daughter, and now she is even more spectacular than she was then.
Do you know she's one of the few people that was with us at iHeart and Beasley?
I know. Beasley, and I know.
Can
we introduce her? Because I know she's got a big job. She's got to
Let's
get back to.
Let's do that. We got to cut her loose, yeah.
She's got a big job. I'm so excited. We've got our longtime friend, Debra Tendrich, joining us. And when we met Debra, we were at iHeart. It had to have been 8 years ago. She had a little girl, young single mom, started a show with us at WNN, and started this great foundation called Eat Better, Live Better. And now, congratulations, she is state representative of District 89 in the great state of Florida that we live in. And I saw that you won, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so excited to know you and to have watched you grown to where you are. So thank you for taking the time to be here with us.
We always have to go back to where you came from.
And we were talking before the show. State representative wasn't anywhere on your bucket list.
No, and that's what I think is so great about it, is because it was a goal I never knew I had.
How amazing is that?
Yeah.
All right, so lead us through how you even got there and why. What's your platform?
Well, what got me here is the community asked me to run. You know, they're kind of tired of the same old people running for office who get elected and then disappear, or, you know, go up there just to try to prove a point, or just take care of one or two issues that they care about, but they don't encompass the community at large. So the community asked me to run because they see that I already helped the community from the ground up, and I see how policies from Tallahassee trickle down and affect the community differently than someone who works, you know, in an office all day and isn't hands-on with the community. So I see the disparities. I see how things don't actually trickle down to the community like things are supposed to. And so a few things that I want to really champion are education, making sure we can have an affordable Palm Beach County and the entire state of Florida, so we can retain the good talent. When they leave college, they can stay here and work here and live here and thrive here. But also access to health care. And, you know, just make sure everyone wants the same thing. They want clean air, clean water, safe communities. Just make sure that we just kind of maintain the ability to live and enjoy the Sunshine State like we should. But you have to show up, you have to be a part of the top and the bottom, so you can meet in the middle and just make everything the best for everyone.
Do you think Eat Better, Live Better started as that platform got you to where you are? Do you think one thing grew into the next?
Yeah, the reason I would say you're right about that is because being so involved and entrenched in the community all the time, it gives you a different perspective. People come to you only when they're hurting. You know, people don't reach out to a nonprofit when they're enjoying their best life. So I have over 200,000 sad stories, you know, that are, you know, on my shoulders right now. And when you actually can take those stories and put human faces on policies that people are trying to pass in Tallahassee, there's no better way to be able to change perspective of what we're trying to accomplish for the community.
I gotta ask, has it finally hit home that you won this thing?
I won, and I'm ready. November 6th, after the election, I was already getting to work. You know, I've been to Tallahassee already 3 times. I've already been sworn in. I already have, you know, my great legislative aide and my great district aide. You know, we're already working on policies, meetings, showing up at community events. I didn't really let, like you said, the grass grow underneath my feet. We hit the ground running, and I think we're supposedly, as of what I hear, ahead of most of the freshman legislators, just because we were able to get started so quickly and off the ground. But the community deserves that. You know, they deserve someone who, you know, is ready to just go the second that they're able to.
And do you feel that the future now is going to lead to bigger and better things? I know no commitment, because you notice she doesn't commit to anything. That's why I'm wondering, has it really set in? Because when I first met you, this wasn't never. Now, she was always a hustler.
Go-getter, yeah.
She would talk to me, and the next thing I was like, what am I going to buy next? Because she always had an angle, and we got to take care of people to eat right and everything else. I remember when I first met you, I wish I had met you when I coached football, and those kids were eating wrong to begin with. I remember all of that. It wasn't an overnight thing, but is there going to be something bigger that you want to go for, or are you just going to stop here and rest?
Well, I don't rest. But I will say that, you know, to your question, I want to do a good job now. So I think what happens is people, when they get into office, they're only looking at what's next. They're never looking at what's in front of them. And right now, I have to focus on what's the best interests of my constituents, and it's going to be a challenge right now. You know, in Tallahassee, I'm in a super minority. You know, it's a different, challenging climate. I've never done this job before. So if I focus on what's next versus what's right now, I don't think I'm actually going to do the best job for our district and for the entire state. So right now, because one, this was a goal I never knew I had, I think I need to do this job really well and then decide what the community wants me to do next. Because, you know, I learned a long time ago, if you do things to the community, it's not received the same way as it's done with the community. And I want to take that with everything I'm doing moving forward. So I have to see what the community wants and where they need me next. Because if it is in a higher position, it will be. If it's right here where I'm at, then that's where I'll be. But it's really what the community needs.
What are some of the issues you're looking to change?
Well, one of the biggest reasons people come through our doors is healthcare. You know, we have a lot of individuals who can't afford medications, so we have a lot of individuals who are actually rationing medications. You know, they'll take a pill every second or third day instead of every day because they can't afford to take it every day. The condo crisis right now, it's a big deal right now. We have, mainly for the senior citizens who are living in condos, those assessments that are being stacked onto them are, I just had a town hall and 200 residents showed up to that. We had a suicide, a 96-year-old woman actually shot herself and killed herself because she couldn't afford to live anymore. You know, and there was a few other things that came into play with that, but when you have someone at that late in their life who take their life because they can't afford condo fees and the cost of living anymore, they don't want that burden passed on, you know, those things are something we really actually have to take serious. And there's not condos all over the state, right? So you have some legislators who are voting on this condo crisis and they don't even have a condo building in their district where they don't see how it affects these seniors who are literally on a fixed income and they don't have an extra $1,000 to spend every month to keep their home. We also have an affordability crisis where, you know, there's not enough homes available for people to rent or purchase that are affordable. And then the ones that are affordable, these people with mortgages are being beat out by cash offers. And so you're looking at firefighters, teachers, and all these working, you know, professionals who are driving an hour and a half, 2 hours just to come to work in the county. But then what that does is it turns our county into a training facility and we lose good talent the second a job opens up closer to their homes. And so we have a lot of issues. So, you know, from affordability, our education, we have a shortage of teachers. The teachers don't have enough resources. You know, they put a lot of blame on the teachers, but if you don't arm them with the tools to do better, nothing's going to change in the first place. So we have all these things stacked up against us right now. Plus, one of the biggest issues right now is how are we going to make this change when our state's going to be working in a deficit? Our federal funds from COVID are dried up. So what happens is now we don't have those monies to go back to anymore. So we're going to actually have a harder time doing more over the next several years.
And South Florida, I think is like 75 or 80% of the population, and North Florida is smaller, is condensed. There's a big divide between South Florida and North Florida, which they're saying now everybody's looking at this because the COVID money has dried up. So you're going to have to be more creative in finding monies. But as you made a good point with the teachers, every county has a teacher, a firefighter. Everybody does. So it affects everybody and their budgets and everything else. Why does it take somebody new to just point out the obvious, Debra? I just don't get it. The obvious situation is right in front of them, and for years they ignore it. Why? Is political favors? Is party? What is it?
You know, it's challenging to say, but I will say that when you have individuals who are legislating and don't have financial constraints personally, or their circles don't, or the people that they talk to, or their districts, you know, you're looking at having a different conversation than someone who is actually understanding someone who is paycheck to paycheck trying to stay here and work here. The conversations are that those individuals who can't afford to leave, they're all looking to move. And once they all move, then what? What happens to us? You know, what happens to our education system, to Publix, to, you know, Walmart, to, you know, the mom and pop stores and trying to hire people? What happens to all these small businesses, to the kids who deserve good teachers? You know, we're going to lose all of that talent if we can't do something to let people live here.
And your district's a little diverse. You go from Green Acres to Atlantis, different socioeconomic pockets. For you to meet everybody's needs, everyone's got different things that they're looking for, right? Your community in Atlantis might be looking at something different than your community out in Green Acres and Lake Worth.
It's true, you know, but when you're looking at the collective needs, it was interesting. When I was actually running, someone came up and told me they voted for me because I was at an event, and I sat down with someone who probably couldn't even vote for me because they were homeless, and they asked a question, you know, to me. So I sat down for 10 minutes with them when every other person running was out there just trying to get out there and get out the vote. And so someone just came up to me and said, I only voted for you because I saw how you took every person in the district, every person living, that you treated them all the same, right? And I thought that was a really good compliment because I didn't even know somebody was paying attention to me. But people want that. People want to know that every single person in their community is heard. And that was the biggest thing. When I was knocking on doors, when I was in the community, the biggest thing is that most people didn't even know they had a state representative. They don't know what we do. They didn't know that they even had one, which means that I have double work to do. I have double work to show up that every person there matters, that they're going to be heard, that I'm going to continue to show up for them, and that they have a true bridge to make sure that what they need, their needs are met.
Incredible what you're doing. And what about food? Because this whole initiative started with Eat Better, Live Better.
Yeah, I do have a food policy bill that I will be rolling out. I just put it through bill draft, so we're going to be really pushing that out and bringing more awareness, hopefully within about 30 days before it really hits session.
And you didn't go to law school. No. You were not like a poli-sci major. This
No.
is not what you did.
No, really, when I saw communities that weren't being heard or addressed, their needs being addressed properly, and I was part of those fights from the ground up, really got me excited about government in a different way, right? So, I've seen grocery stores being blocked in communities. I've seen, for instance, the most recent thing is when we were able to rally and prevent the development of the racquetball courts and the resorts on the Jonathan J.D. Parks, the J.D. Park and all the state parks. Before that, the GL Homes was trying to build on the ag reserve, and we were able to block that development. It's kind of like they're just chipping away at our natural resources and our protected land, and we have to do everything we can to protect that. And so you have these fighting forces where, hey, you're throwing dollars at all these politicians, and you have other individuals who just want to protect the state. And you have to be able to find out who's the best choice. But I tell you, if you look at who ran, most people start off at a lower office, and people don't vote in those lower offices. They don't vote in the county commission or the city council, the school board, right? But they're the ones who get elected, and then they just keep getting passed up the ranks, and they shouldn't be. And so we actually have to be more engaged on the local level so we prevent these career politicians that actually only are self-interest to, nip that in the butt at the beginning and actually get good people, to run. The ones who actually show up, who care about the people, who understand that, Green Acres and Atlantis deserve the same amount of time and respect to make sure that their needs are met.
And what about your daughter? Perfect opportunity to teach our youth about politics and government.
Yeah, so I do a lot with the schools, with the teens. I'm working on getting a teen internship program with my state office so we could actually get experience, work with all the different communities that live within our district to make sure everyone's a part of the process. We're doing a lot with that, and I'm actually we're getting a 15-year-old to be an intern in photography, which actually kind of goes with what you're doing with media. But these are the things, if you find what people are interested in and getting them involved and giving them a role where they can actually be accountable for their own backyard. Another thing we're doing with the teens and even the adults is we're creating advocacy workshops, teaching you how to advocate for your own backyard. Most people have no idea where to start, how to follow a bill. There's the condo bill. Nobody knows how to go onto the websites, track a statute, track a bill, track a committee to see how that bill is going to go through the different, from start to finish, to be able to follow it through and see how you could actually be a part of advocating for yourself. So I'm trying to teach the community how to do that for themselves, which helps me amplify my voice and do a better job for them.
Do you remember Schoolhouse Rock? Are you too young?
I remember the movie.
The commercials on Saturday, I'm just a bill, and the bill's sitting on the Supreme Court steps, and nobody understands where this animated bill is going to go, and the process of going to the House and the Senate and everything. I feel like you're the next level of Schoolhouse Rock, right? You're here's this bill, and then what happens? How do we even know? And the bills are the same, but yet our needs have changed. The seniors are living longer. We have Laura coming in today talking about condo assessments, insurance, homeowners insurance, what's happening with that for the seniors, for everyone. But for the seniors on fixed income and their mortgage is X, and then you're adding your assessments, and then you're adding your insurance, and then you're adding the cost of food, people can't afford to live.
What's even more sad is when the seniors don't even have a mortgage and they own their home and their condos outright, and because of these assessments, they can't even afford the homes that they own fully.
Wow.
And we are seeing a lot of that too. And what a lot of these seniors are doing, they're moving out. What I'm afraid of, which is already happening, is if these investors go and buy out all these units, they become majority owner of these condos and can change the price points of these condos and turn them into $1 million condos and price even more people out of the county. And so we actually have a lot more to be concerned about with these higher assessments that are actually pushing people out of these affordable condos. You know, they were affordable a year ago, 2 years ago. And now these people, where are these hundreds or thousands of individuals going to move? Not here. You know, they're not going to be able to stay here. And so we're looking at, and they can't afford to move either. The cost to even move is so expensive.
Crazy.
So some of these seniors are putting their homes into reverse mortgages, things like that, which means that their family is not going to have generational wealth because they're not going to.
Property.
They can't. Yeah, they lose the property.
She thought all this through. Unbelievable.
You know, I was happy before we started.
But just think where we knew Debra, where she started to where she is now. In like 8 years, which is the blink of an eye. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited that you're representing. We're not in your district, but just to know you and to know you're representing our community that we work within is incredible.
Thank you.
And anything we can do, let us know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I mean, we definitely need, when there's important things that are coming, you can use your platform to help us share awareness. The things that we'll be working on are not just my district. It affects the entire state.
Sure.
So I tell people that my district is, I have 2 districts. I have my voting district, my constituents that are my responsibility, and then I have my impact district, which is really the entire state of Florida. So, you know, being able to share and communicate across larger platforms, this helps the people know what is actually happening and what could affect them. And it also teaches them how they can get involved, because most people, when I talk to them, they're like, I don't even know where to start. And if you don't know where to start, how do you hold your government accountable? How do you hold yourself accountable? How do you get fully immersed in the process if they don't really truly teach it in school the way that they should, to make sure that we have active, you know, citizens and constituents?
Now, what advice would you give to someone like your daughter or a single parent, someone who they don't know what to do next, but they know they've got a passion or fire in their heart to do more?
Call me.
There you go.
Listen, the truth is that I'm here to support people to get to where they need to go, or help be a resource to the community at large, right? And so if I can help in any way, I'd be glad to. You could share my, you know, office information. But the truth is, find out what you're passionate about and just jump in. You got to get started. A lot of people, you know, when I started, I had $15 in my account. I had just come here with a suitcase of my daughter in 2012, leaving a domestic violence situation. I had nothing, you know, literally came here with just one suitcase, you know, that's it. And so I was able to work my way out, but I worked hard at it. You know, I was consistent. I would say be consistent, you know, be dedicated, you know, be positive. You have to stay going forward. And it's not always easy, but at the end, it's worth it. You know, it's just not worth it if you quit right before you could actually have done what you're supposed to do.
Incredible. What a journey.
Big journey. And I'm gonna take you up on that, because we're looking to expand. Information is necessary. I think that's big, especially with the new presidency that's coming in. People have to be well informed as to how to do things. You know, when I went to vote, they had changed everything. I didn't even know what the hell I was doing. So I said to them, listen, you're gonna have to guide me. And I voted, and then I kept hitting the same button over and over again. And it was making sure this is what I wanted. I was supposed to get the paper out of the machine. Yeah. I didn't know that. Then you got to walk it over. I didn't know that either. Things have changed. But change can be good. But I'm really proud of the fact that you did not stop. And maybe you weren't headed in that direction. Maybe you were headed in this direction. Who knows? But, you know, it makes me want to move into your district knowing that you're there. Because I know you got people's back.
And she fights the fight.
And you fight the fight. And you don't turn your back on people. You've always been consistent ever since I met you to do that. Very proud of the fact that you've done. And all I want the kids to do is they want to see that, you know, if you believe it can happen.
Even when one district didn't work out, right? You've had other elections. You stayed the course.
That was a city seat.
But you stayed, and now look where you are.
Yeah. You know, I'm very excited about the opportunity. I feel that I'm in a unique position because of the work I do every single day. I think that it'll be just more effective because everything I'm promoting are bipartisan issues. They affect every single person equally, you know? And I think that when the way I run my nonprofit, for instance, when people walk through my doors, it's not what party are you, what religion are you, it is how can I help you? And that's how I'm going to run my office. I have bipartisan, support. I'm working across party lines. These issues affect every single person in my district and, even in your district and the whole state of Florida. So
Every district.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a great story.
These are just people issues.
Right. What's your office number if people want to reach out to you?
Hold on. I'm still
It's
memorizing
brand new.
it. It's brand new. Let me pull it.
What an incredible story of perseverance.
I know. I'm surprised she said yes when I said, come on down.
I know.
It's 561-357-4824. 561-357-4824. And my email is the same name on the screen, Debra.Tendrich @myfloridahouse.gov.
Wow. Oh my gosh, so exciting. Thank you so much for bringing her in. I'm just amazed
Don't
and
thank me,
impressed.
thank her.
Thank you for coming, truly, and being part of our community, being part of our growth besides our community.
Yes.
Of knowing you for so long.
No, I'm very, the welcome I got to today was really, really nice as well. I love being around you guys, and
This is always your place, you know that.
thank you.
And when you get your interns, let us know, because we'd love to put Amp Media Futures Foundation in play to help create maybe some infomercials or some videos for your crew as well, maybe part of the academy.
Absolutely.
That we put them together for your foundation or something.
Yeah, no, my nonprofit, I think that'd be a great marriage too, because, two foundations working together. Collaboration is, I always say we should work well in the sandbox together. So,
Always, right?
Plenty of sand to go around.
It's all about our community. Plenty
It
of
is.
sand to go around. Awesome. All right, we're going to let you have work to do.
I do. I had a constituent issue today that I have to go and address right now. So I'm really, really happy to be here. And, as things come up or if you have questions, just reach
We're
out.
going to reach out to you.
We'll reach out.
All right, more to come. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, M&M Marketing and Advertising Services all the way from the west coast of Florida. More to come. We'll be right back.
Amp Media Productions is proud to announce a collaboration with ABC WPBF, producing high-quality commercials for clients in Palm Beach County. This partnership will leverage Amp Media's creative expertise and video production capabilities with ABC's extensive reach and community connections to deliver top-notch advertising solutions. Contact Amp Media Productions today to amplify your impact in business on ABC WPBF.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Breaking news, aliens have finally made contact with.
Welcome to the Amp Media Studios here in beautiful downtown Boca Raton.
In conjunction with True Oldies Radio South Florida, Amp Media Productions is here to help amplify your impact in business and to bring greater awareness to our community. Give us a call, 866-224-5422. We'll see you soon at the cafe.
And like I always say, come on down and visit us and don't be late.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
Are you turning 65 this year or retiring and leaving employer coverage? It's your time to navigate the Medicare enrollment process. You have guaranteed issue in this time period. There is no medical underwriting. Everyone has unique needs within the standard steps of the enrollment process. The Marvelisms Medicare can walk you through the best options for your needs. For more information, call Claire Goyette at 561-703-7463 or absolutebestins.com/Claire-Goyette.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
This is News in 60 with Alan Edwards.
I'm Lawrence Keller in for Alan Edwards. Survivors of the Azerbaijan Airlines crash in Kazakhstan described hearing loud thuds and explosions outside the aircraft during the flight, while the cause of the tragic accident remains under investigation. Talks between Israel and Hamas to secure a Gaza ceasefire and release the remaining Israeli hostages there remained deadlocked on Friday, with the White House blaming Palestinian militants for the impasse.
Israeli reports cited unnamed senior officials who allege that Hamas has not yet provided lists of living hostages.
The National Park Service is urging the public to follow safety guidelines and warnings while observing volcanic activity following the recent eruption of Hawaii's Kilauea volcano, one of the world's most active.
Kilauea began erupting last Monday, marking its third eruption of 2024.
A woman sleeping in a truck was killed when a fire triggered an explosion at a Tyson Foods poultry plant in Georgia overnight, officials reported.
The victim, 61-year-old Baharma Batojapov of Las Vegas, was not employed at the plant, nor was her husband, according to the Mitchell County Coroner's Office.
Yeah, Josh lives in her district.
Wow, look at that. See the importance
of
voting.
So spiritual.
I love having her here. To watch her grow, it's like having another child, because when we met her, she was just starting off and
she was. I'm telling you, she was like G-Man. She hustled me.
Always networking.
All the time. Bring out the G-Man. Bring out the two IT boys and bring them out here. Now you put them on the air.
I gotta hook that mic up. But we're gonna head over there and talk to Rosa and.
Yes, because I'm excited about the next. They didn't expect this today. He came at me with a little pebble, and I gave him a beach. Out here, fellas, out here.
We got to hook up that. There's an extra mic sitting right on the table. See there? Let's hook that up for Enrique over there.
So this couple came over yesterday. You know, Ken and Mama Ali had an event yesterday at Gillespie's.
Oh, okay.
And she won all the prizes.
Wow. I didn't even know there was an event yesterday.
It wasn't really well put out there. But they came over, they stayed over, because normally they come from the West Coast. And I said, come on over, because we're going to open up these new studios on the West Coast as well. So they have a doctor's office that they're talking to. They're going to do a medical piece in there. The piece that I'm excited about is the distillery that they have cooking.
All right, so we have to talk. We've got Rosa and we've got Marcel of M&M Marketing and Advertising Services. How did you go from marketing and medical in the healthcare space to a distillery?
Well, M&M Well, he is the CEO of M&M Marketing. I am the event coordinator, and he started in the clinics. That's how he got his first star. But then the whole thing is that we're only not going to help with the company M&M Marketing only clinics. We want to be out there and get the networking going. And I have to say, when he introduced me to Everglade Distiller, I fell in love with that place because it was good quality, and I saw a perfect spot to get all the networking together. And that's why we're going to have an event January 25th to get all the networking together, get to know people to come from all over. It's not only for the West Coast, and come and enjoy the time with us at 7 o'clock.
Now, where are you? Naples area, or you're further
This
north?
is in
Immokalee?
Immokalee. I always forget because it's like Immokalee is like right there close to Fort Myers and everything. But it is in Immokalee, the networking event that we're going to have in January 25th.
We drove by Immokalee on the way up to Gio's gig. You know, you remember, right?
Zoop. Yes, I remember. And just so you know, I've got bells and whistles on my car, and they did not go off that day, so we were good.
What is she talking about? The day that our life flashed before our eyes?
No bells and whistles went off on my car. But we saw Immokalee wasn't that far from here.
No, and let me tell you, it's like a hidden gem. I keep saying that because when you go in there, it's like, oh my God, where is this? Where are you taking me? But then when you get in there and you just see the whole nice vibe that this Everglade distiller has, it's just, you don't want to leave.
Now he's going to have are they doing a party situation on the 25th?
We're the one coordinated for them.
Networking?
Yes, I'm coordinating the event myself with the manager of the place, and the whole thing is to not only let people know about the Everglade Distiller, but to get networking, to get to know people that are into the world of networking, get to know other companies that want to be known, and
well, my mission, okay, my focus in that event is expand all the connection to the East Coast to the West Coast, okay. People with different business, okay, he don't know how grow or expand, okay, to different location. Well, and M&M Marketing is the main company to help you, okay, to get this connection over there in the Southwest Florida. I think this is my mission, this is my focus, this is what I want to tell to everyone to do it, okay? Expand, growing, you know, and also I have new ideas to growing the business, like open a podcast to growing, you know. I'm super excited with that notice, okay, to help the community different way, not only in the marketing, okay, in the podcast, in the videos, in the TV, in the shows, in the radio, everywhere. You know, I want the business expand in different ways.
It's a good idea. This is also lays into our 1:30 when she gets here, because the way I see it, I don't just want to expand in our backyard. I want to go out west. I want to go out to that side of Tampa and all the side, the West Coast, because what we do is digital. One of the things about radio is limited because radio, unless you use the iHeart app, which we have,
right?
Right? And people don't know that we're on iHeart. People think that if I can't hear you here at 95.3, I can't hear you. That isn't true. You can hear it everywhere. You can hear it on TuneIn. You can know the podcast gets separated from the video automatically. All that happens. But what I'm excited about is that he is charging so strong on that side that why not build schools, studios, everything around him. So can you imagine having a studio at the distillery and having a... Why you laugh? I'm serious.
What do they
Everything is possible. I think everything is possible. Okay, distiller, you know, podcast in the distiller, podcast in the clinic, podcast everywhere.
Why not?
Why not?
What do they have at the distillery? What do they distill?
Well, I want to tell you, okay, this is the only one distiller, okay, in Lee County, okay, who distiller a whiskey and vodka. Not only whiskey and vodka, everything is made from the farm, okay? It's local. All the produce is local.
He makes his own product. He makes his own
product. So it's like farm to table, farm to glass.
Yeah, everything. I want to tell you, I try the moonshine. I tried the moonshine I tried the whiskey. I tried the vodka.
It's good quality, very good quality.
All the product is really good quality, really smooth, really taste. Had different taste. Rose.
Yeah, there one is after my name.
Now let me ask you: I went to the distilleries up in St. Augustine.
We went to the one. Remember, went to Summers also.
And we went to Summers, but the distillery, every distillery has a different fingerprint. Does he have food on the premises, or it's just the liquor? Does he have a bar, or it's just rooms, or it's just a giant floor?
No, he wanted to do a tour for the distiller. Okay,
Yes.
He have a bar.
Okay.
He have a space.
That's all I need to know.
Yes.
That's all I need to know. So what I'm going to have you tell him is you're going to set up a studio that we're going to go in there once a month and have businesses come in. I got to tell you, think about it this way. If you're going to have a birthday party, or you're going to have a networking party, or you're going to have a person from the Senate speak about different issues, and afterwards it's a networking get-together, right?
Yeah.
There's no better place to do it than at a distillery. I've seen it. Do you know that I had to wait 3 hours to get into the ones in St. Augustine because it was so packed? They had to bring us in piece by piece.
It's so funny because Jaylen and I, we were wrapping some New Year's gifts, and we were literally today just talking about whiskey versus bourbon and the distilleries, and she had been to a distillery. And no, I didn't know the difference between whiskey and bourbon.
Oh, yeah.
It's something with, I guess, the way it's distilled.
Yeah.
Well, in the way it tastes also.
Well, it's the aging process.
Because they
We were just
taste
talking
differently.
about it when you were in there. We were just sitting out here talking about that. I'm like, and vodka, that's
There's
always a
port,
go-to.
there's whiskey, vodka.
But
is
they
a
have
different-
rye whiskey, Matt. We were
Everything.
looking at that and the difference of what it is.
There's people that I know right now. Let me see if I can bring him in. He's actually has a distillery in his house. They sell distilleries that you could put in your house, little miniatures, if you're really into this whole thing. Now, those are the barrels, and every one of those barrels has a date and what's in them. But I got to tell you, it's just being there. Like you said, you love being there.
I loved it. It was a nice vibe. It was like something that, even if you want to have like a nice business meeting with somebody, let's say, and you just want to have that atmosphere that you don't feel so stiff, or you just want to feel relaxed and have a nice, calm, relaxed conversation. It has that vibe. Or if you just want to go hang out, let's say, with boys, or hang out with just the girls, and it gives you that nice vibe.
And I got to tell you, there is a huge history of distillation, liquor, in South Florida. If you go out, again, to St. Augustine, they have a museum in there that turns into an after hour. You go through this door, you have to give them a code.
What is it, like Ybor City in Tampa? Wasn't that one of the first areas
Yes.
of distillery?
Yeah, that's right.
And
I
cigars.
have seen that one. I also myself, I'm into wine, so I follow all the wine places here in Florida. So yes, let me tell you, Florida has a lot of hidden nice stuff.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
And also, the most exciting thing, to make me turn this way is because the history of that distiller is coming from the veterans' families, okay? All the families is veteran. This is the way like I feel passion to help, okay? Or to grow the business in the distiller.
But you do more than, I don't want people to think that we're only promoting a distillery. You are a marketing advertising company.
He does it. He
Right?
does
And you
it all.
help all
100%.
businesses on the West, anywhere, because you can do a lot digitally.
100%.
But you're located on the West Coast of Florida.
Yes, 100% go.
And what types of clients, other than the distillery and medical? I mean, you can't be more opposite, right? Which means you do everything in between.
Well, but again, it goes from A to Z. We
Right, so
don't
they do everything in between
Yeah, we
as
don't
well.
do one thing. We do
Yeah,
everything else.
his company is marketing. So, any company out there that wants to get known in the media and wants to, do the marketing, he is the guy for that. But the thing that he has been doing mostly is in medical in the clinic and we just turn a little turn into the distiller.
You go where you go, because business has changed for sure. And
now, you know something? I got an idea. Who was it that was looking for somebody to run a winery?
we just had this conversation.
Boy, yes.
We had the conversation last week.
Jay Harmon's cousin. What's his name?
The Schneblys.
The Schneblys. And they are where?
They're down in Homestead.
Homestead. There's a place in Homestead that I want you to go to. Okay. And I'm going to introduce you to the guy running it down there.
What's it called?
Schneblys.
Schneblys Winery. It is tremendous.
Do they do the? I'm trying to think, because there's one that I saw in Homestead that I have in my. I have this little list of all the ones that I want.
That's them. They're the biggest.
Yeah, that they actually use different fruits to make their wine.
That's them.
Okay.
They also
it looks like a kind of like a cave, like a tiki hut. Yeah.
That's them. They also have a stage where they do music and everything else. We wanted to work with him. The only problem I had was the distance. I took somebody down there.
Yeah, we have an Uber driver over there now.
I'm gonna Uber driver.
Look at him.
That's
yes, that's the one.
That place is gorgeous, and it is huge. And the son went to Utah, so now he's running it again.
And he's looking to sell, perhaps.
Or he's looking to market it a certain way.
Yeah.
Which is, again, all part, because you go south, you go right into Naples, you go into that whole stretch. This guy is like Casper the Friendly Ghost. He's everywhere.
Yeah.
So the object of the game is, if we do these wineries, if we do these distilleries, if we do businesses, we got Sheena on the other side as well. She writes to me every once in a while, tells me what she's selling and everything. There's businesses on the other side, good Lord. They just need a platform. And if you can house them in these mini studios, and they come in and they do television, radio, commercials, social media, or just a commercial for their websites to say, hi, this is what we're selling, I think that you guys are going to be tremendous on the other side.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Fantastic. So we'll make the connection. I thought Jay was coming in today, but we'll make the connection.
He might.
He might still be coming in.
He might be here any second. So January 25th, gentlemen.
If he just walks in the door, I'm like, oh my God.
January 25th is another event. You asked me for the events. We shall add it. Make sure you get it before they leave. Now, I'm also excited because we are going to launch, finally, hopefully, maybe, today, the website for the cafe, which has like 3 parts attached to it. So I'm going to let them figure that thing out as we go along. But also, I'm also excited because Impulso Latino, our Latin channel, is having a website done. Apparently, we bought ImpulsoLatinoTV.com. Did you know that? You did? And you didn't tell me?
You bought it.
I bought it?
Yes, you told our executive producer to buy it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. And what we want to do is, I want to send our happy couple here out west also for the Hispanic market, the Haitian market. Remember when we used to know that big Haitian guy? What was his name?
Leslie?
Leslie Jock. He's still on the air after 27 years. Millions and millions of listeners and everything else. I spoke to him over the weekend.
You've been busy.
I have. Because the object of the game is that what he wants to do, I've already crossed that path, but I didn't do it. But this time, I got somebody with eyes on the other side that can help me do it. The Haitian market on the West Coast is almost as big as the Haitian market in Fort Lauderdale. Because Fort Lauderdale is the biggest in the world. I used to tell you that, right? When I went to the airport and all that. So all of these dots, which again, you know who that's about, connecting the dots, to me makes sense. Maybe not to you, maybe not to them, but to me it makes sense. And why not take advantage of it? If we got state representatives, we got everything in our house, why don't we take advantage of it?
Absolutely.
I see what happens. You're looking at me like you don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But we're going to take a commercial break. People can reach you at M&M Marketing. Best phone number is 239-322-0302.
Correctly.
English and Spanish.
English and Spanish.
Yes.
Both language.
Awesome. Thank you so much for always coming over to spend some time with us.
Oh, it's always so much fun being here. We have a good time every time.
She wins all the prizes and all the...
I did. I won a lot.
You won a lot the last time you were over here.
I did?
You were at another event.
Oh, no, I came here to the event that you guys have. But no, on that one, I didn't sign for the raffles.
Good thing.
I would have.
You would have won.
Yeah, it was fun winning last night.
Awesome. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, let's talk to our marketing team, and we'll see when the next guest shows up.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. All right, more to come. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV, and soon to be our new website. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as Amp Media Productions. See all of the shows that we produce right here at the network. And whatever they're doing on YouTube, I'm seeing the show. People are watching the shows through YouTube, and the numbers are just growing and growing. Helen's show from last week, holy smokes. Let's check it out. We'll be right back. Amp Media Futures Foundation is a non-for-profit organization dedicated to providing college students with immersive opportunities in media production, marketing, business skills, and communication.
Interns will learn professional workflow skills in editing, video and radio broadcasting, public relations, digital media, graphic curriculum, and access to equipment to make a positive impact.
Amp Media Productions is a full-service production house with a variety of shows ranging from the Brooklyn Cafe show.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a very busy Wednesday.
Sarah Spiritual.
Right here on the Oldies station, you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
Call me Zena.
By example, and that's what I try to do all the time, to teach by example.
You know, like Artist Loft.
Using that term more. Yeah, lofties, yeah.
And Gypsy Soul.
They love music. It's like their favorite thing to go to.
I teach like preschool up to 12th grade.
Yeah, nice.
You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Amp Media Productions. Please like and subscribe to all of our shows.
I want to be in first class. Champagne, please.
Dying comfort.
Yeah, that's good. We offer opportunities to excel in the field of TV film production, social media management, video editing, set design, graphic design, sound engineering, journalism, and many more useful tools to help you land a career in the media business.
To volunteer or be a part of our team, or to make a donation of any size, please visit us at ampfutures.org. Help us to empower college students to create a positive impact with immersive hands-on experiences in media production. Help us amplify the future.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like people, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40+ works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty rich and pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
your True Oldies Listener's Guide. Listening in the Palm Beaches? That's 95.9 FM. On the Treasure Coast? You want 106.9 FM. In Boca? It's 95.3 FM. We've got Fort Lauderdale and Broward County covered with 96.9 FM. And you can always hear us anywhere at TrueOldiesFLA.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. Exciting news for 25.
A lot of exciting
You
stuff.
just follow me, Lucy.
I'm following. We're still in Hanukkah, so we're still doing the Hanukkah situation.
Happy Hanukkah. What number is it? 5? 6?
Tonight it's going to be 6.
6. So you got 6 gifts?
No, I did
only
not.
got 1 gift.
You did?
Christmas. What a ripoff.
But no, we're still going through the Festival of Lights. It's still it's a good time of year. Christmas,
but I need
Hanukkah,
to get more-
Kwanzaa.
I need
You notice
more-
all the holidays revolve around candles and lights. No matter how you put it, it's all about light and bringing light to the darkness as we roll into 2025.
Well, I support darkness because without
I know
darkness
you do.
can't have no light.
That is true too. And we got a lot of new light coming. We've got our new website that I'm excited. It's been a long time coming.
This has been something else, man. You don't know the
I
journey.
haven't even seen it yet because every time I go to see it, you guys
Well,
go
they
to
can
class.
show it to you.
So I have not even seen what it
Yes,
looks
I
like.
dragged them here before they went to class. And there is no class today. Class is done, right?
I don't know. Lucas looks like he's a little tired. Looks like you dragged him out of bed. What'd you do to this poor man?
He went on vacation. Where'd you go?
Bonito Springs.
That's near you guys.
It's close to my house.
Yeah?
It's close to my house. Bonita Springs, close to my house.
He saw you watering the tomatoes.
It's beautiful, Bonita Springs.
It was really nice. Yeah.
All right, so we've got Lucas and Enrique, and you are our latest, really our first IT website department that
Never
we've ever
had it
had in the
before.
studio,
Never.
an official dedicated IT department. What did you all put together before it launches? What are people going to be looking forward to?
I mean, we got a lot of the stuff for newcomers to get to know about the show, get to know what the show's about. And we are also going to have some stuff that's going to be exclusive for the website. We're going to have a lot of things that are just going to make it easier for you to understand what you're going to find here. And some stuff that you're only going to be able to find on the website. So it's going to keep it interesting so you're always coming back. And some other things which I don't know if we should tell everything about the website, but yeah.
Was it challenging? Was it easy?
It is a little bit challenging. You know, it's like obstacles along the way, learning new stuff. But I think we overcame it, and now it's running all pretty smooth. Just a few more tweaks, and we should be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's only the beginning.
Did you have a favorite part of the website?
I'd say like the morning. Can I say it?
Yeah.
The morning brew crew page. This is like the morning show. We're gonna add like what's going on for that week, what's new. Maybe add like a few jokes in there. Make it fun.
So it's going to be comprehensive, interactive. It's going to be ongoing. It's not just going to be stagnant. You're going to keep working and adding things to it.
Keep adding new things, keep it
Nice.
fresh. Yeah.
On Fridays, you're actually going to be put a weekend review. Because I
Yeah.
said, can you put that in there? It says, no, you got to wait till Friday.
We used to do those, remember?
Yes, we used to do it. But now they came up with
Nice.
it to do it.
Awesome.
Which is different. And why don't you guys tell me in your own words, why it's important for a company, any company, whether it's M&M or anybody else, to have a website leading their business?
It's definitely good to have a website because it attracts viewers, attracts consumers, people that want to do business with you. It gives you like a general info. Also, it's a way to showcase your brand without them having to see it in person. And it's really easy since it's on your phone, on your computer. So it just brings a lot more, business, money, viewers, all that. It promotes it a lot.
As a marketer, for you guys, as a marketer, if you meet companies and they look at your website, is it important? Because I see you guys do a lot of work on TikTok and a lot of video, a lot of pictures. My goodness gracious.
The first presentation, I think, is the website. In the website right now, with all I do, everything do in the website, I think the e-commerce is too easy, to see all the details, all the service, and also you can buy it on the website. You can go directly everything, and also you can promoting all the business is in the media, and also is in Google. If your business want to be recognized, okay, you need to be in Google. You need to be formal in Google with the web page.
You gotta
the
be
presentation.
You gotta be foundable.
Will you have all of that integrated? Because I never gave you access to those. As you're saying, I'm like, I never gave them access to that.
No, Gio has access.
I don't think so. He might.
Well, he might, but the way they hooked it up, which I did not know, is that Gio has the final say to pop it. Because we got into an argument because I says, I need this done to be able to show it off because I want to do a commercial on it to let people know. And then I did it anyway, and I got people that now the kids are going to be working with Russ Johnson, Lights in the Night, things of that nature. But attention span is so short now that when you start doing a presentation, halfway through the presentation, they're done. They're thinking about something else.
That happened with the newsletter that I just sent out. I did one version, and I got bored. Yeah. And that's why I sent it. I cut half of it out, and I just changed it to an overall view of our YouTube channel instead of all the individual shows.
Well,
because if I got bored, someone else is going to truly get bored.
I'd like to tell you something. Right now, the video marketing is better, and used to everybody want to read, have time to read. Right now, the life is going is too fast. Okay, everybody want to see a video. They
don't want to read.
You don't want to read.
They want the video to read to you. If you're going to read anything, the video has to read to you. It's got to be sexy. It's got to be fast, and it has to be entertaining.
It gotta capture your eyes, like something that you're like, whoa, ooh, you're like looking at it, and it's like, wait, I like, and there was something
like
fast that just captured you.
No. You should see what she puts out. She has a glass, a Happy New Year, and she's doing all of these voiceovers. I'm like, well, look at this. I'm going to tell you, it's what's happening right now is you got to be fast, got to be quick, and you got to deliver the message.
And that's one of the good things about, if you have a website, you can have your social media, but it's going to be all your videos that you've ever done. But the website allows you to focus on one specific thing. Like, let's say you want to focus on one specific type of content that you're making. Well, if it's together with everything that you have on social media, it's going to be very hard for someone to find. But on a website, you can put a page just for that, so that people can actually see what you mainly want them to see.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now, I was going to ask you, can I put on the website, not my email, some other email, people that want to send in a 30-second commercial spot? So let's say that Mr. Bananas over here he's on the website, and he takes the email, and he does a 30-second spot, he sends it in, and we play it if it's good enough. If it's not, we tell them, listen, we can help you fix it, whatever. I would like to do that kind of interaction with the public.
So, like, if someone can send you an email through the website, sending you a video? Yeah.
You can do a contact us through the website.
Yeah, we have a contact us through the website. Right now, I'm pretty sure you can't attach a video, but we can definitely do that. It's just a matter of messing around with the program and getting it to work.
I mean, the object of the game is to put together a program that says, and you too can be on the show. Send us your
But
video.
you want to make sure they can't corrupt our emails. Like someone sends a spam thing and you click on, they're like, oh, look at this video, and you click on it.
That's why it's going to a separate, secure site.
Or we say, contact us, and we can have a conversation about the video.
But what I like about it is somebody sees it and they do send it in. It's interactive.
Yeah.
If you set up all these rules and regulations, like dealing with the government, nobody's going to do it. Nobody's going to do it. What the people want to do is they want to send it in. So, like, she put some stuff on TikTok, right? You should see some of this Happy New Year stuff. I would put it in as a commercial.
They could tag us also on social media.
But I'm just saying that if she has sent that to the site and they saw it, it would be a nice header for any company. I'm not just saying us or them, any company. So their services to the distillery, let's say, or the doctor's office, and she's saying with the glass and the thing you did, why not? There's nothing wrong with that. And I think that the interaction is the part that I like. With Debra, I think it's important
I'm
that
so
her
proud of her. I
consistent.
keep going back to that.
Well, the constituents, once they see that she's doing something for Green Acres and all that, they're gonna love her. You know, we have connections up in Green Acres.
Yes,
Did you
we
know
do.
that? We got restaurants and stuff up there, Latino Central. Did you know that?
Weren't we over there?
Yes.
Isn't that where Dope Vegan was in that area?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That's all her. Freddie just moved into her area. But all of these outreach programs, people don't know that they would take in information. Like Debra could say, okay, here, let me do a public service announcement, a PSA. I can play not only on the house, I can put it on the radio. And you know that the radio plays there as well.
But I have to ask the guys, is this the first business website you've created?
Mine is.
I've created like 2.
Was it different?
It was a little bit similar. One was like for like skin/last brow like place, and then the other one was like a consulting firm.
And when you're looking at it, it's not just the tech. You have to get the feel of the business that you're marketing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right, so it's not you just put our business is not going to look the same as, well, it might look the same as your business. It's not going to look the same as a lash and brow business. It's not going to look the same as an automotive business.
Yeah.
So even when you're creating websites, you have to stay in the creative space. So when someone clicks on that business, they have to feel that business before they walk into that business. They need to know what the cafe looks, feels like, even sounds like before they actually even come into the studio.
Yeah.
Was that challenging? Was that fun? Did you like the creative process of it?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. You know, it's a good vibe in here, so I feel like we kind of brought that theme to the website.
I love the background you did with the blue and the white brush stroke, so it gave it some depth and some feel as well.
Yeah.
You stayed with the same color palette, which is important as well.
I did not know how important color palette was.
I know.
I just wanted a site. But they educated me as to the right colors, the right fontage, you know, the fonts have to be right.
Every logo has the different font, different color. All the color have the numbers of the color. Decide your logo, okay? Is the letters you want to use. Everything is for code.
Yeah,
and there's a reason.
There's a lot of like things that you have to look at, like with the color. There's some colors that sometimes you wanted to have colors that are going to stand out from each other, like so you can draw attention to one specific like button or a specific text. Sometimes you want to have colors that are going to complement each other, so you have colors that are more similar next to each other in like a color wheel, and stuff with like
There's
text
those colors.
and stuff with like text. You want to keep it all similar, but you also want to create like some contrast between like title text and body text, so it doesn't like bore the reader, and so it's like unique. Yeah.
You gotta have bells and whistles that change, even if it's like the Friday version. You gotta have something that grabs, because you go to a website, you look at it one time, you may never go back to it again unless there's a call to action.
Yeah.
All right, so that becomes vital, to have constant turnover. Mm-hmm. I printed your newsletter out because I wanted to see how it would look in written form. And it didn't come out well because it wasn't meant to be written. So I gave it to him. He says, yeah, but it can't be put into a newspaper deal. So he's taking it with him. I mean, he never says no.
But I think I want to find a way to incorporate the newsletters into the website so people can see the latest edition of.
100%. It can be incorporated, and also he
Just hold
help
your mic.
you. 100%. He can be incorporated and also he helped the website with the SEO.
Yeah.
Search engine optimization. He can help you to, localize your website in the first page, in one of the first 1, 2, 3 first page of Google. In the search, every time you search MP and AMP, one of the website come in the first page is one of yours. This is why the letter, okay, is so important, because he optimizes more the sale of the web page.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think we're going to add the newsletters to it, because the newsletters give an encapsulation of what's going on in the written form. It can just see our most recent newsletter. There's search SEO. I'm going to have a new toy for them to play with next month
search
also.
Optimization.
Yeah, search
engine optimization. Yes.
The object of the game is to constantly be in motion and to change it up. That's one of the reasons the impulso part that our good friend over here came in. I'm going to do the same thing in the Spanish version, and I'm going to pick your brain, because that version of a website is different than the cafe website. But the Impulso Latino has grown. The numbers have doubled from just the limited outcome that we had.
Florida is growing. The population of Latins is growing. It's good to go in with the population.
That's why I want to put Impulso Latino. I want to do a coming out party down in North Miami.
If you don't do that, okay, you lose opportunity and also lose business.
That's right.
If you good business,
you leave it on the table.
Exactly.
You leave it on the table. You're leaving money on the table. And the funny thing is that they're inspiring me to go in multiple directions. And I don't care what the language is. If it's Spanish, it could be Haitian, it could be English. It doesn't really make a difference. Just think about if this thing takes off. So we're going to go to
Lake Worth Beach.
Lake Worth. We're going to go up to Melbourne. We're going to be on the West Coast to be determined. All of these spots become a learning experience for kids to come out of school and learn, or for businesses to learn. You ever notice business?
Also, you forgot one part, Leesburg.
Oh, no, I'm not. I haven't forgotten Leesburg. Leesburg is where you're going to do the medical piece.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
You're going to do the medical piece. We're going to go out there and check it out.
You know what happened in Leesburg?
What happened in Leesburg?
What happened is like Las Vegas. What happened in Leesburg? Stay in Leesburg.
Leesburg is its own entity. The first time I was driving Chelsea up, my daughter, to Gainesville for a preview, for orientation. Go through the toll booth. I don't even know if Sun Pass was a thing at the time. Must have been. I didn't know it was a 25 mile per hour to go through the toll booth. It's when we still had toll booths. So I went through the toll booth. You know what happened?
Yeah, ticket.
There was a cop on the other side of the toll booth. It was like $250 for going through the toll booth, not at 25 miles an hour. That's all I know of Leesburg, is don't go through that toll booth unless you're going 25 miles per hour.
Well, the doctors are in a mall in Leesburg, right?
It's in the mall in it's a Lake Square Mall in Leesburg.
So more to come with that, but I'm excited to see what you guys put together. I have a new platform I'm going to give you as soon as it gets released. It's a new domain, website, platform, app that you're going to get access to, hopefully by January.
What, creating apps?
It's going to do our SEO. It's going to incorporate emails. It's going to incorporate everything, that program, that it's going to make everyone's life.
See, I didn't want to throw that at you yet.
I don't have it yet, but I should have it in the middle of January.
But it has everything.
Well, be excited to see the website. I'm
excited to see it all.
Hey, you know what? I want to give you my domain. You know, I like you check it out my website. Awesome. Okay?
For sure.
Thank you so much.
And Russ Johnson, Lights in the Night, he has a website, but it hasn't been maintained in over a year. So he's giving you guys, because if they don't build it, they can manage it.
Well, we've got a couple for them to look at.
We got a couple of
You guys might
management
need a whole
pieces.
team underneath you, so you
I
might
asked
need to get
them.
some friends.
I asked them if they wanted more, because we have this other thing coming up. When is it?
Which
FAU.
Oh, I got to sign that for February.
Yeah, in February. That's another thing that we have to. I asked him. You know, he never says no, and he never says no. But if he grows, you're going to need some hands. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Because timing is everything.
Yeah.
Right now we can handle it right now.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to take a break. More to come. We'll see if our guest comes in. If not, we will pop them in for tomorrow.
Okay.
So more to come on the other side of this commercial break. Check out our website coming soon, and our newsletter should be in your inbox. You can always like and subscribe, as well as Amp Media Futures Foundation. So a whole lot of information coming right at you. More to come, and we will be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Well, here's a great idea. Donate your car now to help local veterans in your area. Yes, just make one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program. Within a few days, we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised go to help local veterans and their families. And you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. We make it easy. Make this free call now. Book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program now.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
This is Smoke Barbecue. We're located in Fort Lauderdale at 3351 Northeast 32nd Street, Fort Lauderdale 33308. Our website is www.eatsmokebbq.com. It's EATSMOKEBBQ.com. You can order online. We also do catering for 10 to 10,000.
If you are looking to bring your family out to an incredible food venue, this is the place. We're at Smoke Barbecue in East Fort Lauderdale. Everything is amazing. You can see their faces on our crew, and the amount of food that they have taken down in about 15 minutes is absolutely unbelievable.
And we're still going. I can't talk amazing. And everything is coming. So here, let's eat.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-485-8801. 800-485-8801. That's 800-485-8801.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Yes, and we're back here with my co-host,
Mind.
Monkey Brain.
Monkey Mind. I know. I have a list of things I have to order, some new equipment. So, ever so grateful for everyone's donations for the Amp Media Futures Foundation. And as promised, we're now able to access more equipment to get on remote, redo Studio B with some other podcasting equipment, some mics, some more, I guess, comfortable seating arrangement for people to have their meetings, and different show ideas, different backgrounds, new cameras to get out on the road, some new mics. It's pretty exciting.
Got to thank Josh for putting together the blueprint to this thing. And I had questions about it, and I spoke to him, and he explained to me. He has footage in there. You're asking the couches and stuff. It has the numbers. Everything.
So I'm going to go over that with them this afternoon and put that all together. It's going to be beautiful.
He even sent pictures. I think that he should be an architect.
He could be an interior designer for sure.
He could be something.
He does graphic design. That's what he does.
I know he does graphic design, but I didn't know he did architectural design.
And he's working on a new pop-up banner for us to take on the road. So a lot of cool stuff he's been working on. It's nice to have him back for a little bit.
But it's going to be nice because that studio then is going to encompass the podcast notion that our friend from Eminem was talking about as well. Now, everything we do is a video cast, a Comcast. And I haven't told you this, but you know how YouTube works? You know how Netflix works? Netflix? So you go to Netflix and it has all the shows depending on what you want to see, horror, comedy. Mm-hmm. Well, Amp Media is going to have its own backbone. It's going to have its own setup so that when you go, all the shows are going to be labeled out that way in different districts and everything else. We started working on it over the weekend. What I'm excited about it clears up and cleans up all the shows that we do. So you don't have to look for them on YouTube. You can, or you can go into this new site that we're putting in there. And there's no bars. It doesn't have restrictions.
Very cool.
Which is a big, big deal because the copyright restrictions right now are just going absolutely incredibly crazy.
I've seen that.
Pictures now are copyright. Drawings, sayings. If you say, you know how when you have every year you get a
year in review?
No, it's your. I don't even want to say the word because they now copyright it.
Oh.
You know the song you sing.
Oh yeah, that HBD, the HBD.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Or the soup. Well,
that
you can't
too.
say that either. You can't say anything. It gets copyrighted.
It's a lot of interesting things.
And you have to put in an explanation as to why you did it. You know how, you have no idea of the amount of time I spend now on copyright material since 2016.
I'd say forget about it.
Can't forget about it, otherwise you won't have one show to look at. But anyway, those are some of the things that we're working on as well.
So a lot of great stuff happening tomorrow.
Absolutely.
If you're in the area, come on down. Let's do a little bit of something for New Year's. I don't know what we're going to do, but let's do something.
Let's break a piñata.
Coquito. Well, you know what? We should go break a piñata. Party City is going out of business. Everything is 50% off.
Where's Michael?
I have a feeling it's probably closing tomorrow. It's probably going to be by the end of the year.
Yeah.
So I think if you want to go to Party City, road trip.
Let's go get a piñata.
We should go get a piñata and anything else because I think everything's shutting down.
Caveman, you could break a piñata?
We got to fill it with something.
Yes, anybody can break.
What are we going to fill it with, though?
Fake money.
Or real. Or real.
Or maybe real money. Maybe Monkey Brain will come up with something different.
One of the things that I won yesterday, it had some of the fake money in the basket, you know, and it looked real. So it was like, oh my God, is that real $100 bill? And then when you see it on the light, you're like, no, that was fake money.
More to come. All right.
You see the guy that won the $1 billion in California? 1.2 billion with a B.
Wow.
Guy in
Did
California.
you even play?
Yeah, I played. I lost.
It's all right. Things to do.
Man, if I had hit, I kept saying, God, if you let me hit just a little bit. I don't want the whole thing.
Just a little bit.
Guy hit it, man. You know how jealous I am?
All right, we're going to wrap it up on that note. We don't do jealousy. There's plenty of sand in the sandbox.
I don't think we're going to wrap anything up.
I think we're going to
I
wrap.
don't think so. I think somebody's coming in.
I don't know what
Nice
to tell
try,
you.
Lucy.
I think we're going to wrap it up, and then we can record this and put it out for tomorrow is what we're going to do.
Okay.
All right, more to come. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Tune in today. We've got a special airing of Faith Stories with Dawn DeMarco book. So airing today instead of Wednesday. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
Don't be late.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.